UNESCO and the Aberdeen Group Charitable Foundation have partnered to drive sustainability across Europe and North America via the project, promoting sustainable development through UNESCO's programs and sites by empowering UNESCO-designated sites as hubs for innovation. Through research, education, and green tech, these sites have tackled climate action, clean water, and biodiversity, scaling solutions globally. Selected sites have received funding and expert support to turn local action into global impact.
This is a very unique opportunity to work with a private partner and bring together our expertise along with their support to promote the environmental educational priorities of our organization.
We know that the climate and nature crises demand collective solutions, and we're proud of the knowledge sharing made possible through this partnership, educating, inspiring and motivating all those involved in the projects and our colleagues here at Aberdeen too.
Aligned with the 2030 Agenda, this 3-year project leverages research, education, and innovation to advance sustainable development across 15 UNESCO-designated sites through 3 continuous cycles. Within the project, communities across Europe and North America are putting ecosystem-based solutions into practice to conserve biodiversity, safeguard natural resources, and enhance the resilience of both ecosystems and societies. Along Greece's rugged coastline, volunteers and scientists joined forces to tackle marine litter. Through beach cleanups and educational campaigns, they turned data into action, crafting waste reduction plans and formal agreements to keep the reserve pristine. This project showed the power of biosphere reserves in uniting communities against ocean pollution. In Slovenia's sun-drenched meadows, a focus on fungal diversity and dry grassland habitats brought students into the field. Hands-on workshops uncovered threatened species while inspiring youth to advocate for these overlooked ecosystems, bridging science and education for lasting impact. Across this biosphere reserve in Scotland, farmers and scientists collaborated to promote nature-positive agriculture.
As part of the research component, I was looking into a number of different tools to measure natural capital on farms. So that included biodiversity, water quantity, and soil health, and a number of other aspects of farm sustainability.
So I think as a farmer, it's been enjoyable and interesting to be involved in this natural capital assessment project. And I think it's important that things work from a farmer's point of view on the ground, and I hope my feedback has been useful to the project.
In this Portuguese geopark, conservation becomes a community effort through geocitizen science.
Taking part in the geosite of my own project has great potential to help with managing and monitoring geosites, and it also gets the community involved in valuing and protecting Serra da Estrela geoheritage.
So it was very positive to take part in this project. I noticed a strong engagement from the students and a great awareness of our natural heritage and the geosites in our region.
Stand out for the way they engage the community, especially younger generation, in observation, valorization and protection of Serra da Estrela geological heritage. We believe this innovative approach will have a tangible impact on the territory, fostering conservation, knowledge and local pride with strong potential for replication in other geoparks worldwide.
This research explores how forests shape water cycles in vital watersheds. By combining long-term hydrological tracking, forest structure analysis, and participatory mapping, it delivers science-based conservation strategies. Bridging policy and community action, this project inspires sustainable stewardship through art installations and interactive river models. The pilot sites under this project are pioneering innovative approaches to water management, bringing together scientific research, community action, and cross-border cooperation to ensure sustainable access to water and protect water-dependent ecosystems. On Pianosa Island, where climate change threatens freshwater supplies, researchers deployed sensors and hydrogeochemical studies to track aquifer health.
The project allowed us to investigate important issues related to the hydrogeological characteristics of Pianos Island. The students also understood how the effects of climate change are fundamental in the management of water resources and how this can be decisive in actions to safeguard ecosystem health.
In England's urban coastal landscape, green infrastructure and rainwater harvesting transformed groundwater management. By engaging schools in water testing, the project cut flooding, boosted biodiversity, and proved that nature-based solutions can thrive even in cities. In this stunning French geopark, researchers explored the dynamic relationship between karst landscapes and the Scilly River.
Donc c'est un projet qui porte sur l'étude des interactions entre le karst et la rivière, donc l'eau souterraine des karsts et la rivière du Scilly en l'occurrence. Donc là on est sur le site du Récel qui est une source, une émergence qui arrive directement dans le lit du Scilly.
Mais dont on connaît mal la connexion avec la rivière, tout se passe en souterrain, c'est méconnu et ça demande du coup des investigations scientifiques poussées pour essayer de bien comprendre la connexion et comprendre comment fonctionne la rivière, pour ensuite se projeter, faire une gestion adaptée aux apports d'eau et se projeter aussi dans l'avenir.
Island ecosystems face unique challenges, as in Croatia's Vis archipelago, where scientists and locals continue to safeguard fragile groundwater. Through aerial surveys, desalination trials, and citizen science, they identify sustainable sources and co-manage water resources. The project also engages youth, turning groundwater science into comics and workshops for future guardians. At the breathtaking St. Nom Springs, where crystal-clear waters cross borders, researchers documented biodiversity and ecosystem services through field surveys, habitat mapping, and community science.
As an underground recorder of the flora and fauna, I delved into the hidden world beneath the springs, discovering a remarkable ecosystem. Witnessing the abundant ecosystem services they provide was awe-inspiring.
I was deeply engaged in developing the educational package for students through this project. The work we did to promote environmental education about St. Nom Springs project will have a lasting impact for generations to come.
In this Romanian geopark, sustainability thrives through grassroots efforts and scientific research.
Elevii au fost foarte interesați și încântați de această activitate. În primul rând pentru că au făcut ei și au efectuat experimentele ei înșiși, iar în al doilea rând că a fost echipă.
We did now a water analysis regarding the chemistry of waters, and maybe in the near future we can also go on to analyze how the water impacts the biodiversity and maybe something related to microplastics.
These projects have captured lived experiences of climate impacts, developed tools to visualize environmental change for adaptation, and generated paleoclimate data to anticipate future challenges. Moving to Canada's coast, this project uncovers hyperlocal climate impacts through community-driven science.
The Climate Change Realities Project has enabled many meaningful and impactful conversations in the Mount Arrowsmith Biosphere region. It's brought together community members to have difficult conversations about the local reality of climate change, but also it's motivated one another to work together for collective action, and we see many options ahead of us for climate action.
As one of the key researchers from the project, it was a pleasure to talk with community members in the region about their local climate change experiences. Through these conversations, we identified a sense of community and also a need for collective action in the region to further fight the climate crisis. Particularly, we need to look across generations, across sectors and disciplines, and also knowledge and culture, just to identify different approaches that will best fight this climate crisis.
In this region, an interactive atlas tracks environmental shifts under climate pressure.
The It's been a privilege and an honor to work with faculty, students, and community members throughout the Champlain-Adirondack region to produce the Atlas for Climate and Environmental Change. We hope that the Atlas and the framework developed with the project may serve as a catalyst to support future endeavors for climate atlases, UNESCO sites, and then also the Aberdeen Foundation. Thank you very much for this great opportunity.
Characterized by its hidden caves, Hungary's geopark reveals climate secrets locked in stalagmites.
One of the most peculiar features of Spelothem is that they can preserve information about the past climate and environmental change.
Monitoring the cave system helps assess the health and integrity of these vulnerable ecosystems and making conservation efforts to preserve them. We would like to spread the results of our research in local high schools, engaging students, organizing workshops.
Moving to Montenegro. In this breathtaking World Heritage Site forestry, teams tackle rising wildfire risks with innovative solutions.
The drone that can help us actually to identify the potential risks of certain terrains in respect of the fire. The drone comes in handy due to the topography and the inaccessibility of the terrain because of the sheer cliffs, thick vegetation.
Sa zadovoljstvom možemo istaći da je bilo veliko interesovanje škola sa sjevera Crne Gore, da su oni pokazali veliko interesovanje, entuzijazam i da su pokazali zaista zavidan nivo znanja kada su u pitanju teme o kojima smo pričali.
We're proud to be signatories of the UN Global Compact at a group level, and we fully support the ambitions of the 2030 Agenda. This pioneering public-private partnership with UNESCO has already achieved so much, and we're proud of the progress made.
The 15 projects across these UNESCO-designated sites have delivered real solutions to local challenges. To maximize impact, workshops at the end of each cycle helped refine successful initiatives, turning them into shareable best practices.
I'm really enthusiastic to see how the project results have been sustained through all these amazing follow-up initiatives, including longer-term projects, research activities, contributing to evidence-based policy recommendations, or transforming into innovative models at the local level.
Through this partnership, UNESCO and Aberdeen have advanced sustainability by driving research, education, and innovation within UNESCO-designated sites. Together, this project accelerates progress towards the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development.